just get still. And I invite you to take a deep breath right where you are. And let this be a reminder that all things are working together for good in your life and in your affairs. I'm reminded of a divine idea that says, ask, seek, knock. So if there's a prayer request on your heart this morning, in the silence of your own being, ask. Let's do that right now. Let's just ask. Take another deep breath. And this time, seek that one presence, that one power that is within you, that is all around you, that is everywhere present. And seek to know and feel and sense that presence right now. And that knocking, it occurs as yes, yes, yes. And take one more deep breath. And now, just in a moment of stillness, in a moment of silence, and in your own unique way, experience the presence of God within you as we pause and take just a very brief silence. And as we come back into the sanctuary, breathing deep and full, open your eyes if it's comfortable for you. And may you feel the grace of Spirit moving in and around you. And may the prayer that is on your heart this morning be answered in God's own wonderful, divine, and perfect way, with the intention that you have set. That it will be so, that it is so. May you feel the peace and the presence and the purpose of Spirit as absolute good in all things that you do, not only for yourself, but for your friends, your family, your loved ones, your community, our country, and the world. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin within. Namaste. Namaste. If it's comfortable for you, please close your eyes as I say an invocation for us this morning. My heart is filled with all the joy and love that is present in our sanctuary this morning. This is God. And I recognize God as unconditional love, divine order, and unity. This is a very exciting day, a day that's filled with excitement and anticipation. Today is special because the Las Vegas Center for Spiritual Living and Unity Las Vegas have come together to bring us a service that's filled with love, to bring us a message that uplifts us and moves us forward, and music that gets us up out of our seats. Our time together is blessed this morning. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful for all of the ministers who got together and made this day possible. Grateful for our Ministry of Prayer team, for our volunteers, for our spiritual community, for all of our musicians, for our sound guy, Caden, and for Yvonne and Julius, who's capturing all of this on Facebook and YouTube. So let's get this celebration started. And I ask you to join me in saying, and so it is.
And
So
it is.
Amen.
Amen.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I want to welcome you. I am Reverend Cheryl Bell, co-senior minister here with my sister, Reverend Stacy Hilton. And you know, if it's comfortable for you, would you please stand and say with me, God bless America? All right, let's go. God bless America and the rest of the world. All right, you can be seated. We have a cute little thing we're about to do here. But I just want to welcome everyone here that's been here before and everyone that's never been here and everyone that's been here one time, two times, and for the first time. Yes, because, you know, we believe that no matter where you are in your spiritual path, it's a good place to be, okay? Thank you for being here. Okay. All right.
Centers for Spiritual Living Declaration of Principles, written by Dr. Ernest Holmes. We believe in God, the living Spirit Almighty, one, indestructible, absolute, and self-existent cause. This one manifests itself in and through all creation, but is not absorbed by its creation. The manifest universe is the body of God. It is the logical and necessary outcome of the infinite self-knowingness of God. We believe in the incarnation of spirit in humankind, and that all people are incarnations of one spirit. We believe in the eternality, the immortality, and the continuity of the individual soul forever and ever expanding. We believe that the kingdom of heaven is within us, and that we experience this kingdom to the degree that we become conscious of it. We believe the ultimate goal of life to be a complete emancipation from all discord of every nature, and that this goal is sure to be attained by all. We believe in the unity of all life, and that the highest God and the innermost God is the one God. We believe that God is personal to all who feel this indwelling presence. We believe in the direct revelation of truth through our intuitive and spiritual nature, and that anyone may become a revealer of truth who lives in close contact with the indwelling God. Oh no, I just lost my place. Through our intuitive and spiritual nature, that anyone may become a revealer of truth who lives in close contact with the indwelling God. We believe the universal spirit, which is God, operates through a universal mind, which is the law of God, and that we are surrounded by this creative mind, which receives the direct impress of our thought and acts upon it. We believe in the healing of the sick and the power of this mind. We believe in the control of conditions through the power of this mind. We believe in the eternal goodness, the eternal loving kindness, and the eternal givingness of life to all. We believe in our own soul, our own spirit, and our own destiny, where we understand that the life is humankind is God.
I'm going to read our global vision for Centers for Spiritual Living. We envision all people, all beings, and all life as expressions of God. We see a world in which each and every person lives in alignment with his or her highest spiritual principle, emphasizing unity with God and connection with each other. A world in which individually and collectively we are called to a higher state of consciousness and action. We envision humanity awaken to its spiritual magnificence and discovering the creative power of thought. A world where each and every person discovers his or her own personal power and ability to create an individual life that works within a world that works for everyone. Oh, you put yours in there. Hold on. I haven't learned this by heart yet. We envision a world in which we live and grow as one global family that respects and honors the interconnectedness of all life, a world where this kinship with all life prospers and connects through the guidance of spiritual wisdom and experience. We envision a world where personal responsibility joins with social conscience in every area of the political, corporate, academic, and social sectors, providing sustainable structures to further the emerging global consciousness. We envision a world where each and every person has enough food, a home, and a sense of belonging, a world of peace and harmony, enfranchisement, and justice. We envision a world in which resources are valued, cared for, and grown, and where there is generous and continuous sharing of these resources. We envision a world where we envision a worldwide culture in which forgiveness, whether for errors, injustices, or debts, is the norm. We envision a world which has renewed its emphasis on beauty, nature, and love through the resurgence of creativity, art, and aesthetics. We envision a world that works for everyone and for all of creation.
The Las Vegas Center for Spiritual Living's mission statement. We encourage people to authentically be themselves, knowing this is a safe place to land. We are accepting of all. We are love and light and expression. By teaching principles and tools of the science of the mind, we empower and therefore inspire others to do the same, which creates a world that works for everyone.
And you'll see on the wall out there, you don't have mine. And it's short, and I know it. I don't know why I'm looking for it. And because we're expressing love, empowering lives, and inspiring hearts. That's what Stacey and I are all about. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I would like to ask, Reverend Jim and Lisa to please come to the stage.
We'll do the same. Good morning.
Good morning.
How's y'all? So when I first arrived, and Lisa and I arrived in Unity about a little over 2.5 years ago, one of the declarations that I came up with right away, because there was so much love and we appreciated Las Vegas, we had no idea, it was turning into something magnificent. So this was the affirmation. And I got it from John Nesbitt, who wrote this book, Megatrends. And it is this: my God, what a fantastic time to be alive.
Yes.
So let's say that together. My God, what a fantastic time to be alive. Now doesn't that feel good?
Yes.
So in that, we came up with an identity statement and what I would call a purpose statement. And one of my first services, I asked this question. I want to ask it now. And it's this: raise your hand for everybody that was born in Las Vegas. Raise your hand. How many people were born in Las Vegas? The sound. When I did it in Unity of Las Vegas, just like this, nobody, right? How many people have been here for over 20 years? Raise your hand.
Oh.
All right. Got it. How many over
62.
All right. How many over 60? Excuse me. How many over 25 years? That's great. How many 30? Wow. 35? Wow. 40? 45 years? 50? Oh my goodness! 55?
Wow.
60?
Yeah,
65?
wow.
Oh up with an identity statement that was centered around, since so many people are transplant, we're saying we're a collection of a loving, sacred family. We call ourselves a sangha. And that is we just coming together to love and support, but also we're coming together to awaken. So our identity statement is this. We are family for each other, welcoming, nurturing, and awakening one another at depth. And so I affirm and declare this is no longer just a unity of a Las Vegas statement. I'm saying it now, this is for this collective energy that we've combined here together. That we can stand, and we'll say this again, and I like for all of us just to embrace it, and that is, we're family. For each other. Welcoming, nurturing, and awakening one another at depth. Can I get you all to say amen?
Amen.
And say, hey, woman.
Hey, woman.
Oh, let me light the candle. I do as I'm told. My wife told me to light the candle.
Loving it.
Good morning.
Good morning.
So at Unity of Las Vegas, we're holding this vision for humanity. And this vision really comes from the insight that it is time for humanity to have a brand new identity. And it's that identity that's moving away from this illusion of separation. An identity that really embraces that at the depth of our being, we are one with all things and all people and all beings. And it is really an identity that allows us to hear a collective heartbeat. And this collective heartbeat is continuing to feed us and continuing to evolve us forward in love so that we can reach our next highest evolution of love. And so our purpose statement is birthing the new human as the face of evolving love on the planet. So it is. Thank you.
So it is.
So I think what we're each going to do is take one, and we're going to light the one candle because that's what it represents. Together. You can leave it.
All right.
All right. Let's get this party started.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're going to leave the one yet.
Imagine we're in heaven. It isn't hard to do. no hell below us. Above us only sky. Imagine all the people living for today. Imagine Imagine there's no countries. It isn't hard to do. Nothing to kill or die for, and no religion too. Oh, imagine all the people living life in peace. And you may say that I am a dreamer, but I know I'm not the only one. 'Cause I know this day they all join us, and the world is one. Imagine all possessions. I don't know if I can. No need for greed or hunger. We are a brotherhood and sisterhood of men. Imagine all the people sharing all the world. You may say that I am a dreamer, but I know I'm not the only one. 'Cause I know this day they all join us, and the world will live as one. Oh, imagine. Oh, go inside and imagine. We got a vision where the world works for everyone. Imagine where we witness our brothers and sisters in everyone. Imagine. Oh, one.
Are there any other dreamers in the house? Stand up if you're a dreamer. Stand up. You're a dreamer. Because we can do this.
Yes,
We are doing this.
yes,
And this is an example of us doing this.
yes.
So please join us here every Sunday, whether it be 9:30, 11:30, whatever you need. We are here to support each and every one of us. So thank you for being here. You may be seated. Something else wonderful that came through this, us joining forces, is now we have some other musicians. We already had Fantastic. Patty and Dave, and now we've got the Transformation Station. So John Jones and Patty, you guys ready to do a little song?
So ready.
We welcome you.
So ready. You guys, welcome home.
Yay! Thank you.
Welcome home.
Love you, Patty Powers.
I love you, John Jones.
And we also want to shout out to Dave, who can't be here today, and also Michelle Roll. In fact, this little song that we're going to do is one of hers, so we love you, number one, and wish you were here, and see you next week. Jamie Lula, right here, next week.
That's right.
Yeah!
That's right.
With the band, by the way. With the band in the service, and then he'll be doing a concert, a solo concert afterwards. Hi, Patty Powers.
Hi, babe.
Hi, babe. You guys ready?
I'm so ready. I'm not going to do this though, I'll tell you what. I'm not gonna do that.
All right, so we want to see you clap your hands, stomp your feet. You can stand up and get a little movement going on in his joint. 1, 2, 3, up!
Now this is, I know you know this. This is a Michelle Rowe and John Jones original. This love could end when we began shutting down things that matter. Follow the voice, open your eyes. You are the way to the answer inside. When your heart says yes, your mind can't say no. Just tap into your inner soul. Listen to your inner voice trying to guide you. Listen to your inner voice trying to guide you home. Yes, you're home. Woo. Ain't gonna rain, but it might pour. Check out your soul before you open that door. Open your heart, it never lies. You are the way to the answer inside. When your heart says yes, your mind can't say no. Just step into your inner soul. Listen to your inner voice, longing you, guide you. Listen to your inner voice, longing to guide you. Yes, take me home. Woo, yes. Starts out as a whisper, so small that you might not hear. But before long, you're singing a song. Yeah, the message is finally clear. Yeah. Oh, what a song. Yeah. Oh, right. Oh, time. Yeah. When your heart says yes, your mind can't say no. Just tap into your inner soul.
song. Love you, thank you.
Sang it like you wrote it, Patty Powers. Real quick, let me just all introduce everybody here to you. This is Deborah Potts right here. Austin Perry, started stage and screen. Adrian Buzzin is our percussionist. Danny Rio is our drummer and vocalist over there on the side. Patty Powers, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you, guys. Thank you so much.
Go.
John Jones.
John Jones.
And John Jones.
Love you.
That was my spot. And John Jones.
You guys are great.
I needed to go to the ladies' room, so that's probably why I wanted to get off the stage. And John, let me really hear it. And John Jones. And Transformation Station. That's how you do it.
All right. Hey, I think it's Reverend Stacy.
Yes.
Is up next.
Love you, thank you.
That's it.
All this talent up here, I don't know what to do. Jeez, I don't really have to do much of anything, actually. That's a good day, that's a good day. We have a little ritual that we are doing. You all should have received a rock. Anybody not have a rock? Yeah. If you don't have a rock, would you raise your hand, please? And the ushers will come around and give you a rock. You're going to have to share pens, and there's hand sanitizer and all that good stuff. There's a couple more over here that are in need of rocks. There's no stoning the ministers or anything.
I'll write your
Just
name
kidding.
on mine.
And so while they're writing, or while you're writing or thinking, or maybe you're not ready to put something down on the rock, that's fine. But what I want you to put down on the rock is a thought. We are now cohabitators here at 4325 North Rancho. Unity Las Vegas and Centers for Spiritual Living, Las Vegas Center for Spiritual Living, are now sharing a space. We're a sangha, as Reverend Jim said. So we are each other's people, which we've always known. We've always known this. And so what you're going to write on that rock is, what is it that you have to bring to Unity of Las Vegas and Centers for Spiritual Living? What one thing do you have, do you want to give? And just write it on that rock. Your what?
My heart song.
Your heart song. There you go. So whatever it is, just write it on that rock. There is, in the back of the room, we don't ask you to get up now. There is a blue bucket for Las Vegas Center for Spiritual Living and a red bucket for Unity. And we're only not mixing them because at some point we will make something very symbolic that joins us together. So stay tuned for that, and we'll have a word cloud that goes along with that. So give us a couple of weeks and we'll put that. I won't put that together. Let's not be silly. But Reverend Cheryl and Yvonne will help.
When you're finished with the pen, pass it on, or pass to me.
Okay, when you're finished with the pen, please pass it to Clem or just pass it on to somebody else who needs it. Not all of those rocks writes very well on the rocks, so careful of the color that you get.
Yeah, silver won't go on that silver rock.
Yeah, no silver on a silver rock. So while you have that rock in your hand, I want you to just close your eyes for a minute. Close your eyes for a minute. And if you hold that rock in the right hand, and you've written on the rock, or you have in mind perhaps what you want to write on that rock, that is a promise to bring to whatever word that you want to bring to this community, these communities, remembering that we aren't joined, but we are fulfilling somewhat of the same mission and vision, and we're one. So what is it that you can commit to giving so that you can help us transform lives? And these stones will be placed in a symbolic stream at some point of our two organizations. You join a lineage of dedicated hearts and minds. May your gift be given and received with gratitude, joy, enthusiasm, and may our associations be long and fruitful. I think we all know that each of us join a movement of dedication and love. May it be these two organizations gathered here, may they be vibrantly and positively connected in mutual giving and receiving for as long as our purpose together exists.
We're married.
Not quite. Not quite. We don't want to go out and say CSL and Unity are one. That's not quite the message, that is the truth. Las Vegas Center for Spiritual Living and Unity of Las Vegas are now sharing space, and we're moving our mission together to transform lives. That's what we're really doing. So we're kind of married. We're cohabitating. Yeah. We're living in, no. We don't believe in that.
The art of loving.
Yes.
Everybody's finishing up there? Yeah. So when we walked in, we played a song, it's a chant by Melissa Felipe called I Am Remembering Who I Am. One of my favorite chants, and I play it by myself all the time. It just gets me in that zone when I wake up sometimes and I'm feeling some kind of way about something that I've heard or a dream that I had that didn't feel so good. Anybody ever been like that? You put on something that you just need to settle you and calm you. And that idea and that remembrance of who I am, not my human nature, but my divine nature. The fact that I am love, that I am joy, I'm peace, I'm power, I'm abundance, I am beauty, I am harmony, I am unity. I am whole, perfect, and complete. That's my divine nature. My human nature falls a little short of that. I'm sure I'm the only one. But our human nature, we talk about all the time. You turn on the TV and we see lots of movies, every movie pretty much, TV show is about our human nature and what we do as human beings to not live our best lives. Sometimes, there's a few shows out there that show the other. But what we always get in this building is we get that feeling of connection, that feeling of wholeness, that feeling of oneness, that feeling of knowing that, I'm home. And so now this isn't just the home of 40, 50, 60 people, and some of you that are viewing us virtually, but now it is the home of even more.
Resonance.
Residents.
Resonance.
Resonance, okay.
Musically beautiful.
So we've, just by tuning in, by visioning, thank you, Miss Juanita, by listening to that inner voice, we have doubled who we were just from last Sunday. True?
Amen.
It was easy, wasn't, well. You should have seen us with the rocks and everything, because it was a lot. But relatively easy, because we were all wanting more energy. I love singing that song, I Remembering Who I Am, by myself, in my room, to myself, but it has a different feel when I'm singing and hearing each of us singing together. There's a vibration that lifts me to the moon and back. That's what we're missing. Ministers in training, we've been told for years that church is in a decline. We know that. Okay, we got that.
We're finding it.
And we've got to come up with new ways to do things. This is a new way of doing what we do to bring about more love for each of us, because at some point, we have to fill ourselves up before we can give out to anybody else. And And the way I can fill myself up, I can hear music by myself or I can go to a party. One is infinitely more fun. Although I do enjoy my own company, and I can play the heck out of an air guitar, and I sing like Whitney Houston in my own room. However, it is infinitely more fun for me to be in harmony, be with people, be connecting. There's an energy that is unstoppable from that place. And so that's what we're doing. So thank you all for showing up. Gandhi said that you must not lose faith in humanity. Humanity is an ocean. If a few drops of the ocean are dirty, the ocean does not become dirty. Sometimes, I know it's just me, I can look at this stretch that I'm looking at, this piece that I'm looking at, and it looks very, very dirty. The oceans, the mountains, the hills, the valleys. And I get very nearsighted. For the expansion of the energy that I'm feeling in this moment, I can move my imagination to see the clean oceans. I can move my imagination to envision what I might do to help clean the oceans and the beaches in which I see dirt and I don't like it. I can imagine the beauty that once was, that really is still there. And so that's what this coming together means for me. Here is the place that I can view the ocean from its most beautiful vantage point. Right here in this room. Looking at all of you, you all represent that idea of what beauty is, what magnificence is, what joy is, what love is, what service is. That is inspiring. It is what the world is waiting for. And I think maybe some of us just felt like, I'm kind of running out of breath. I wish somebody would pick me up and take me over the finish line. I don't know where the finish line is. It's nowhere close, by the way. For me, I don't believe. But with the Sangha, we can all help one another go over that finish line.
All right.
We can all light each other's fires when we forget, because we all forget who we are. Each of us does. Each of us does. The Dalai Lama said that love and compassion are necessities, not luxuries. Without them, humanity cannot survive. This is a space that practices love and compassion on a daily basis, on a weekly basis, on a monthly basis. It is that when you walk in this doors, you're going to get some loving up, and you're going to feel that we love you, and all that look like you, don't look like you, we love everybody, and that you are in a safe space, unless you're not safe, and then you're not going to feel so safe. But we are here to be the love and the compassionate arms of Las Vegas. Each of us, that's what we're called to do. Otherwise we wouldn't be here. Yes?
Yes.
Absolutely.
So now we can feel comfortable in filling each other up from a new bucket. We got the red bucket and the blue bucket. So there's more love. More love to go around, more joy. More movies, more workshops, more classes, more guest speakers, more.
A second story.
We're gonna blow the roof off of this place. Yeah, we might. Yeah, a whole new thing is in the works. On page 33 of the textbook, actually the talk title today was perfect. It was Divine Nature. Sorry?
Naturally divine.
Oh, naturally divine. Yeah, that part. What she said. It's been a long morning already. Page 33 of our textbook, Science of Mind textbook, which is written by the founder, Dr. Ernest Holmes. divine nature is in every human. There is that within every individual which partakes of the nature of the universal wholeness, and insofar as it operates, is God. That is the meaning of the word Emmanuel, the meaning of the word Christ. There is that within us which partakes of the nature of the divine being, and since it partakes of the nature of the divine being, we are divine. It reacts to us according to our belief in it, and it is in an immutable law, subject to the use of the least among us. No respecter of persons. It cannot be bound. Our soul will never change or violate its own nature. All the denying of it will never change it. All the affirming of it will never make it any more than it is. But since it is what it is and works in the way that it works, it appears to each through his or her belief. It is done to each one of us as we believe. We are the ones that we've been waiting for. We are the ones. So thank you for joining us to model love. Thank you for joining us to model peace and joy and compassion for ourselves and others. As Reverend Cynthia, our founder, would say, I can't wait to see how this turns out. And so it is.
So it is.
Who wants to get some church on up in here?
Oh, yes, I am a little church, no great cathedral, but when I want to be.
I love that. Say it again.
I am a little church.
I am a little
no
church.
No great cathedral.
No great
except
cathedral.
when I want to be.
Except when I want to be.
Cummings.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
E.E. Cummings.
But rearranged.
That's beautiful. Patty Powers. Adrian Buzzard. He's sitting back there talking. Patty.
We were having a meeting and I didn't even know. Adrian, we got that all straightened out, didn't we?
In the whole wide world. Come on, here we go. We're going to get a little church in. 1, 2, 3. I hear the music down in my soul. Down in my soul. I hear the music. I hear the music down in my soul. Down in my soul. I hear the music. I hear the music down in the soul. Down in my soul. And the whole wide world is my home. I got a new day. I got a new day down in my soul. I got a new day down in my soul. How about this new day? Down in my soul. And the whole wide world is my home. Take it through one time here, children. Come on. soul. I love that silence down in my soul. I love the silence down in my soul. The whole wide world is my home. That's my home. Right home. Come on. I got power down in my soul. I want you to feel it. I feel the power down in my soul. Down. Your transformation station, ladies and gentlemen.
John Jones and Transformation Station. I'm going to keep saying it. No, I missed my time. John Jones and Transformation Station.
I would like to ask our ushers and all ushers to please come forward. This is our time we call giving and receiving, and just wow. And so as we have two spiritual centers in the building, we have separate envelopes and separate ushers. Unity, you will use your envelopes to put in your unity baskets. If you need one, please raise your hand. Las Vegas Center for Spiritual Living. If you need one, please raise your hand. And just let the ushers know which one you need. Thank you.
I got a rock.
You got a rock? Okay. And as for your rocks, there's buckets in the back. Put them in the buckets in the back as you leave today. One says Unity, one says Las Vegas Center for Spiritual Living. I like to see so many people that I miss. And so many people that I see all the time. And they're all my family. I love that. If you would please take your gift in your hand and repeat our affirmation with us. From the love of pure spirit within me, I bless this gift. I send it forth to heal and bless and prosper. It is evidence of my faith and belief. It does good work in the world and returns to me multiplied abundantly. And I'm just knowing that it returns to each and every one of you, multiplied abundantly. Knowing as we give, we continue to support one another, this building, and the love that we have for this family that we always knew existed, but the evidence of it is here right now. I love this envelope and I read it. Everything in nature moves in circles, right? What goes out must come back, and unless the seed is sown, it cannot bear fruit. There must be a planting time for every harvest. Who gives all receives all. Who refuses to give limits the possibility of the greater good returning to them. And of course, Luke, love and you will be loved. And I say you don't have to do anything to be loved. Extend joy and you will become more joyful. The ancient Talmud says God will doubly guide the natural and the already guided. And Jesus, the greatest of the great, said, give, and it shall be given unto you, good measure, pressed down and shaken together and running over. Shall men give into your bosom, for with the same measure that met withal. it shall be measured to you again. And I'm just grateful for this day. I'm grateful for this time together. I'm grateful for each and every gift and each and every tithe. As I know, it supports not just Las Vegas Center for Spiritual Living, it supports Unity of Las Vegas, and more than that, it supports the giver. And so it is.
And so it is.
Amen.
Transformation Station, empowering Patty Powers. Next week, Michelle Roll will be here.
Yes!
All right. My name is Don Fouts, and I serve Unity of Las Vegas in a couple of different roles. One is prayer chaplain, and one is treasurer. And we have an exciting future together. I am feeling blessed, and thank you. Thank you for the vision of collaboration. So we have 3 ongoing events. And before I tell you what they are, I have a couple of questions. Are there any Ernest Holmes fans in this crowd? Oh yeah. How about Charles and Myrtle Fillmore? Yeah? And what is the tie between those two of the most prolific writers of New Thought in the last century? Emma Curtis Hopkins. And I cannot express the angelic celebration that is happening in the consciousness of Emma Curtis Hopkins and her foundation of Jesus and Christianity. And we are bringing that together. I love the tradition of New Thought. And I love the tradition of what is emerging here as collaboration. And how we celebrate that at Unity. Small groups were always where I went to another level, right? We come here and celebrate on Sundays, but it's really the small groups where we do the work. And the first of those for Unity is A Course in Miracles. All right? We have a tremendously skilled, talented, and loving supporting group at A Course in Miracles. And we invite you to join them, on Mondays. We've moved, right? We're now on Mondays at 6 to 7:30. And Marcia, Valerie, Dolores, Deb, June, I look at you, and Joan. Jane. What a group of lovely faces. And anyway, on to the next one. Let's move to our Wednesday inspiration. If you are inclined to meet with the leadership of Unity, which is Reverend Lee and Lisa, and our extraordinary Ira Hill, myself, and a couple others. This is where on Zoom at 1 o'clock on Wednesdays, you can get right in there and know the experience of what we're teaching. And so you can register on our website, and we'd love to see you there on Wednesdays. And then finally, Ira and Kathy Health. Ira, Kathy, you're injured, but you're healing.
That's right.
Kathy is a trained practitioner from the science of mind. Is that correct?
That's correct.
And Ira, you got to stand up. Let Ira know. Let people know who Ira is. Where are you, Ira? Oh, in the back. Ira is a phenom of spiritual healing teaching. They have a conference call on Fridays that is a meditation and a healing experience. And you can also see Ira for the phone number of that conference call. In closing of this announcement, I am excited and thrilled to be part of the next stage of love in Las Vegas.
Wow.
This is so great. I'm Kitty Schuler, and I'm a practitioner here at the Las Vegas Center for Spiritual Living. And this coming Wednesday on Zoom at 4 o'clock, we have a Healing Words book club that will be meeting. And they're reading the book called Healing the Soul of America. Now, we saw Jamie Lula, and you need to buy your tickets today so you don't have to pay more next week. Okay, because they're going to go up $5. So see our bookstore for the tickets for Jamie Lula. And after the service next week, before Jamie sings at 12:30, we have a box lunch available for just $10, and it's going to have a sandwich and a fruit and chips and water and a cookie.
For
So
$10?
For $10.
What?
I know, it's
What?
a $50
Can't find anything like that for
No, so come next
I'll take
week.
two.
You might want to. And then, so that's what's happening next week. Be sure to check our happenings table in the grand hallway because we've got all kinds of announcements there for next month that I am not announcing today. So be sure to check that out and visit our website at www.lasvegascsl.org for a complete list of everything going on that we have here in this center. And please visit the bookstore for tickets for Jamie, and there's books across the window that are 60% off. And we have lots of gifts and all kinds of items there. And be sure to follow us on Facebook and Instagram and subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Yes.
And everybody have a fabulous rest of the day.
You too.
Thank you both.
All right. Well, look at us.
All right. I would like to, I have a couple announcements just to, our World Day of Service is, this year is Saturday, September the 10th. It's still difficult to find projects to do on Saturday because most nonprofits and a lot of organizations, believe it or not, are not open on Saturdays for the last 3 years. And some of us, our Ministry of Prayer team and our ministers signed up for what is called Goody Two Shoes, and we actually distribute shoes to an elementary school on the 9th. They don't have any more places, but we have another service project called Spread the Word Nevada that Joan found, and they refurbish books, they put them in order. And if you're interested in that project, there's a sign-up sheet, and I can send you the information. I think September the 11th would have been my mom's 82nd birthday, but we're going to go play bingo. I think it's Santa Fe, Yvonne? On September 11th after service. And if you're interested in that, just let us know. And
Is it no smoking?
I have no idea. I don't know how that works. I'm not, even though I'm going, I would drop my mom off. I have no clue about bingo. Stacey and I attempted to play, and we looked obviously so helpless that people would come and help us. Right? Like, no, you're supposed to do this, and we're like, uh-oh. So knowing that I win lots of money regardless, and that my mom will be there in spirit, absolutely. So I would like to call Reverend Jim and Lisa to the stage because they're going to close us out with something, I don't know what, just with their beautiful selves, I'm sure.
You know. So much joy in this room. So I just invite you just to close your eyes and just to breathe in what we have already created together. This is what it feels like to live inside of a miracle. And this is home. So breathe in this true nature of what it is to live in love, to live in peace, to be the heartbeat of the universe. Visualize this as you are holding it in your heart, being the truth of the entire world. Because it is that truth that has drawn these two communities together. Feel the potency of that. Knowing in your heart of hearts in this moment, as God is our witness, it is done.
Everybody take a full deep breath and exhale. Oh, it feels so good. And you can open your eyes now. And in the spirit of celebration of this collaboration, I just invite you, and I just repeat after me. My God.
My God.
What a fantastic time to be alive.
What a fantastic time to be alive.
Say whoop.
Woo!
What we're doing is we're like ready to move forward.
Yeah.
The thing of it is, my beloved brothers and sisters, it's a mystery. We have no idea what's getting ready to unfold. We just know it's going to be good.
Yeah.
We don't know what the future holds. We just know who holds that future. And we're stepping into that in a magnificent way. And so as we conclude this glorious service, and what I said at the very beginning when we went into the prayer team, that this is not a new chapter for the Unity of Las Vegas. This is a new book. We are stepping into a whole new dimension with a partnership that's made in heaven. We feel like we were destined to do this and to be this. So all of you all are here. I just want you to know you're starting on something brand new. And hopefully, we can contaminate the field of America with love and collaboration energy. It's time to spread a new virus.
That's right. I was waiting for another one. I was waiting.
It's the love train virus. So as we conclude, I just wanted to close out with, I did this Bible class about a month ago, and when I understood that the first century Christians held in the divine goddess Sophia was equal to Jesus the Christ, and the Council of Nicaea squashed, the Council of Nicaea, squashed it in such a way that the goddess was relegated and renamed, became the Holy Spirit. But actually, it was the goddess Sophia. And what the first century Christians would do, when someone said something that inspired them, they would yell out Sophia, because Sophia was a dynamic energy that was in everything, was everything, animated everything with love and joy. So I want to close out this service like the first century Christians did, when they would get together in loving harmony, they would call forth the goddess to emanate in them, not as a theory, not as a concept, but as a living entity that they could then take with them in their life.
The goddess of Nike.
The goddess of
Do it.
Nike. So what she did, she brought life to everybody. So we're going to close it out. We're going to say Sophia 3 times, and let's just feel the love. And let Sophia lift us to a new place of joy and happiness and unity. On the count of 3, we're going to say Sophia 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Sophia! 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 And so it is.
Wow, and so it is. I like that.
I'd like to ask our ministry of prayer team to please come forward. Any visiting ministers or practitioners, please come forward. No, they're not visiting, but yeah. But there may be some that are visiting, you never know. Don't forget to put your rock in the bucket. And also, these are the people that hold us up from this day forward. If you do not leave here with a heavy heart. Either put a prayer in the prayer box. There's one here. There's a couple in the grand hallway. Or you can just reach out to one of these folks and they will pray with you or for you, whichever you choose.
We have kids.
We have kids?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, we do?
No, I think so.
No, I think they're in here.
Oh, they're in here. Okay.
Yeah, they're here. They are here. I think. Awesome. Well, you wanna let's sing our peace song. How about that? We're all prayed up. Let's just sing. Let's sing our peace song.
Stand and sing
Please.
with us.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Say Something's calling me. Something's calling me. You're perfect. You're golden. You're my light. My love. When I breathe, when I swallow,